as sellers, as I mentioned in the beginning, we're just trying to gear it up. We're just buying stuff. We're buying stuff and sending it to Amazon and just trying to get some momentum moving in our business. But then there comes a point where we really need to start paying attention and keeping track of what we're doing. So we like to have our sellers do a weekly product sourcing tracker, whether for online or in store. How many units did you source every week, right? How many dollars did you spend each week? What's the average selling price per unit that you sell? And what's your average profit per unit? These may seem like really big concepts, and you might not have even thought about how to get there, right? But we do have tools that will get you there. Inventory Lab can get you there. We have some other spreadsheets that we use in Ecom Exec that can get you there. There are ways to pull all of this information out of the data that Amazon gives you. So we're also looking at tracking our product sourcing, because that's really important to know on a weekly basis. Are we meeting our sourcing goals? I have sourcing goals. I bet you, if you're a new seller, maybe you don't even have a sourcing goal. Maybe you're just out there trying to find something, right? But I have a sourcing goal. I know how much I want to spend every week on my Amazon business for inventory. So we're always looking, did we meet our goal? Did we surpass our goal? Because there are some times when a really great item comes along that we're going to go for it, even though maybe it is more than we wanted to spend that week, because we see, oh, we need to buy this. This is really important. We're going to do this, and we've already spent a lot of money. We're going to go over our goal. But if you don't have a sourcing goal and a sourcing budget, there's very little for you to be able to predict. And I'm going to show you why this is all important in a minute, because we're going to show some predictions here as we move forward. So this is where we're going to start to talk about how this can help us. So when I tell you we need to know the average weekly units sourced, and we want to know the average dollars spent, and we're really interested in knowing the average selling price per unit and the average profit per unit, what might knowing those things help me forecast? Well, if I know what the average profit per unit is, right? So let's say that my average profit per unit is $15, and I want to make $4,500 in profit this month. How many items do I have to sell in order to meet my goals, right? So by knowing what my average profit per unit is, for example, I can then predict how many of these would I need. I can calculate how many of these do I actually need to sell? How many items do I need to sell every month to meet a particular profit goal? If I don't know, if you come to me and say, oh, Danita, I want to make $5,000 a month in profit. If you're not aware of how much profit you're making on average when you sell an item on Amazon, you're kind of shooting in the dark. You don't know how many items you need to sell in order to make that goal. But when you have a clear picture of when I'm selling my items, this is what I'm making per item, then I can say, okay, well, we sold 200. If my average profit is $15 and we sell 200 units, then I know that we're making what? About $3,000 in profit. Well, if I need $5,000 in profit, I have to step up my game somewhere, right? I either have to change that average profit per unit, I have to buy better items and make more money, or I have to find more items to sell in order to meet my goals. So knowing these things, learning how well our business is running, allows us to make new predictions. Okay, so that's how we can, that's how product sourcing can really help us. Understanding the details of our product sourcing can help us then to forecast what our profit could be. Okay, so that's one of the things that it can forecast.